Imagine a single treatment that could break opioid addiction in 80 to 90% of people after 1 or 2 doses. A game changer for veterans battling PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, and the opioid crisis killing tens of thousands every year. That treatment is Ibogaine. And right now, one small cap stock is positioned better than anyone else to benefit. Psyence Biomedical, ticker PBM. In this video, we're diving deep into why PBM stands to win biggest from Ibogaine's path to approval and how Joe Rogan personally fast-tracked it by texting President Trump, who replied, "Sounds great. Do you want FDA approval? Let's do it." Ibogaine is a natural psychoactive compound from the Iboga shrub in Central Africa. For decades, it's been used in certain countries to treat addiction, especially opioids. Studies and real-world reports show remarkable results. One dose can interrupt withdrawal, reduce cravings dramatically, and lead to long-term abstinence rates of 80% plus in some observational data. It's also being studied for PTSD, depression, and traumatic brain injury, huge issues for veterans. Unlike daily meds like methadone or buprenorphine, Ibogaine is often a one-and-done or short protocol. That's revolutionary for the addiction treatment market, which is massive, billions in potential revenue as the opioid crisis continues. But there's a catch. Ibogaine is still Schedule 1 in the US. High abuse potential, no accepted medical use, until now. Safety concerns exist, especially heart risks, so it needs proper medical supervision and GMP-grade, pharmaceutical quality material. Enter Psyence Biomedical, PBM, on NASDAQ. They're not just another psychedelic company. They're laser-focused on nature-derived Ibogaine and have built what they claim is the world's only licensed GMP-compliant Ibogaine supply chain at the source in Africa. Key advantages: vertical integration. They control production from the plant source through to stabilized, standardized GMP doses ready for research and commercialization. Inventory ready. They already hold pharmaceutical-grade Ibogaine doses in stock, critical because clinical trials need consistent, high-quality material. Most competitors face supply bottlenecks. Strategic moves. Partnerships like with Scilabs, US engagement initiatives, and positioning for research partnerships post-executive action. While others develop synthetic versions or different psychedelics, psilocybin, etc., PBM's focus on real Ibogaine from the natural source gives them a potential first-mover advantage in supply. If Ibogaine gets fast-tracked into trials and eventual approval for addiction, PTSD, PBM is the supplier king. Demand for GMP material will skyrocket, and they're ready now. Small market cap means high upside on positive news. We've already seen big spikes on Ibogaine headlines. Here's where it gets wild. On April 18, 2026, President Trump signed an executive order to accelerate research and reviews of psychedelics like Ibogaine for mental health, addiction, PTSD, and veterans issues. Joe Rogan was right there in the Oval Office.
I want to tell everybody how this happened. I sent President Trump some information. We have a gigantic opiate problem in this country, obviously. In 2024, more than 80,000 people died of overdoses. It's a horrible number. And there's more than 5 million people that are addicted to opiates right now in this country. With one dose of Ibogaine, more than 80% of people are free of that addiction. With 2 doses, it's more than 90%. I sent him that information. The text message came back, "Sounds great. Do you want FDA approval? Let's do it." It was literally that quick. These drugs are illegal not because they're harmful. They're illegal because of the 1970 Controlled Substances Act that was passed by the Richard Nixon administration. They did it to target the civil rights movement and the anti-war movement. It's not because these drugs harm people.
Rogan has platformed veterans and experts showing Ibogaine's potential for years. That influence, combined with support from figures like Rick Perry, Marcus Luttrell, and others, helped push this forward quickly. The EO directs faster FDA reviews, funding, and priority for these treatments. This isn't slow bureaucracy. It's a presidential push, followed by FDA actions like priority vouchers and early trials for Ibogaine derivatives. Texas and other states are also investing heavily. Result? Massive tailwind for companies like PBM. Not financial advice. Biotech is volatile. Risks include regulatory hurdles, still Schedule 1, needs strong safety data, clinical trial failures or side effects, competition and dilution in small caps, heart monitoring requirements for Ibogaine. Catalysts ahead? More US trials, partnerships, data readouts, potential rescheduling or state programs. Any positive FDA movement could send PBM flying. PBM's supply moat plus national momentum on addiction crisis equals asymmetric upside if Ibogaine delivers.